Good evening, my name is Ben Victorica and I've created this video to provide a news flash regarding the HIPAA privacy and security rule as it relates to copiers. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services has declared that copiers are workstations, and as workstations, copiers fall under the privacy and security rules as it relates to security standards, administrative safeguards, physical safeguards, and technical safeguards. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, in collaboration with the Office of the National Coordinator for Health Information Technology, has released a security risk analysis tool. In that tool, they mention copiers 15 times. They mention copiers like this. They ask the question related to a workstation: does your practice have policies and procedures that describe how to prevent unauthorized access of unattended workstations? And then they describe workstations to be desktop computers, laptops, printers, copiers, tablets, smartphones, monitors, and others. So since copiers are workstations, they need to have security standards met as it relates to print, copy, fax, email, and scan. Security standards such as authorization, authentication, access control, encryption, audit trails, security training, and output control. Since copiers are workstations, the same rules that apply to workstations now apply to copiers. On their security tool website, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services has created some videos, and in the video they talk about how does your EPHI flow, and they show someone walking up to a copier and sending out information. Created this short video to talk about how a hospital can achieve security compliance and still save money. We know that hospitals have lots of copiers, printers, fax machines, and scanners, and typically we see them being used in this manner, with unprotected output, unrestricted fax, lacking of security training, unrestricted copiers, no authentication, they're not using direct messaging. So we can help a hospital save their way to compliance regarding print, copy, fax, email, and scan. Hospitals need to talk to their copier vendors because copiers have native functionality like scan to email, scan to folder, and scan to fax, but all of these could be HIPAA violation. You don't know who the authenticated user is, you don't have access control, you don't have an audit trail, you don't have encryption. Notable Solutions can help. We have a 15-year history helping thousands of healthcare customers achieve compliance, so ask your copier vendor about Notable Solutions and how they can help. In this video, I go through the HIPAA requirements as it relates to administrative safeguards, physical safeguards, and technical safeguards. I've linked this video to a more detailed one that goes through each of these requirements. Examples are a general requirement to ensure the confidentiality of information as it's being transmitted. So Notable Solutions can help with data loss prevention, data at rest, data in motion, and data in use. We can encrypt the files that are scanned and stored. We can encrypt the information as it travels between copiers and the Notable Solutions servers. We can encrypt data in use. With regard to administrative safeguards, one of the requirements is to conduct a risk assessment. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services has created their security risk assessment tool. I mentioned earlier that they mentioned copiers 15 times, but it's still not enough. So linked to this video is a white paper that goes over 40 different ways that we help protect the hospital and have them be compliant with these administrative, technical, and physical safeguards. Another example would be Information System Activity Review, which is a requirement. We can provide a detailed audit trail of all copy, print, fax, email, and scan to be tracked with Notable Solutions software. Another requirement is to control access to workstations, and since copiers are workstations, you can use the same HID card, the same building badge, the same card you use to authenticate on workstations. You can authenticate onto your copier with Notable Solutions software. Once the user is logged on, we can restrict access to the destinations that they can send documents. In the more detailed video that's linked to this one, we go through the physical safeguards and technical safeguards, and we've created a 12-page white paper that goes over the 40 ways that we're able to help a hospital achieve compliance with regard to the security rule, administrative safeguards, physical safeguards, and technical safeguards. As I mentioned earlier, the hospital can achieve security compliance and save money at the same time. We provide 80 different ways to save, whether it's through a hard dollar cost reduction for print, scan, fax, copy, and mobility, soft dollar cost reduction through process automation, improving efficiency, or helping the hospital increase their revenue. Our mission is to support your mission, to improve patient care, to reduce costs, to streamline processes, to improve compliance, and to work towards eliminating paper. Please contact us if you have any questions about securing print, copy, fax, and scan. Thank you very much.